Frantically trying to grip the rails, Percy slid into the yard. Beep, beep, look out! The brake van was in smithereens. Percy's driver and fireman had jumped clear, but Percy was stranded.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another DCC Sodor video. Today we're going to be looking at a box. This box is specifically, if you saw from the title, is from Rails of Sheffield. So I ordered some stuff and I figured, you know what, why don't I do a unboxing video? So I have already actually taken one thing out, but I will show these off. These are some buffers. These are round-headed sprung buffers from Bachmann. Very nice. Will be coming in handy for a couple projects here. I've also got this Hornby LMS 20-ton brake fan. Let's see if I can get. Yes. These were used pretty heavily in the CGI series and in the later seasons, like the Brenner era. And I really liked the way these always looked, so I figured I'd pick one up. This one is a bag of frozen. It's frozen. It's a frozen boxcar. No, not actually. It's not even a boxcar. It is a Southern Railway 25-ton pillbox brake van. This one is very classic series-esque. So I'll slide the paper off in a minute. And these next two are very similar. This is a Hornby third-class Pullman brake car. Very nice. And then this is a Hornby third-class parlor car, I believe. Yes, parlor car. Don't know if you can see that on the side. Yeah. So very nice. Both of these two Pullmans have lit windows or lit table lamps, as far as I can tell. So let's actually unbox these and get these down on the layout. So we got Edward here. Take a look at help us take a look at some of these cars. First, we've got this Bachmann branch line brake van. So just slide it out here. We got this nice block of ice with some extra parts. No idea where those go, and there were no instructions to tell me where they went, so just leave them off. So this is our first piece of rolling stock. This was in the Rails bargain section, and I really like this. The only downside is it does have plastic wheels on it, which is disappointing for such a high-end model. Like, why does it have? At least I think it does. Maybe these aren't plastic. I'm fairly certain these are plastic wheels on here, but it is a little hard to tell. They may be metal, but they definitely look very plasticky, at least. So I'm not too big a fan of that. But you know, it's easy to fix. So very nice Southern Railway van, and I feel that definitely looks like one of the classic series vans we saw back in the day. Let's get this one, and we'll get out our LMS brake van. This one I really like. It also has a detail bag in it with some vacuum pipes and actual instructions on how to install them. Thank you, Hornby. So this one was also in the bargain section. This one clearly has metal wheels on it. If I can get it on the track, let's get in the center of the frame. I'm pretty happy with this one. It looks really good. It's not too much else to say about it, really. There we go. Not a whole lot of detail, but enough to make it look good. So let's get the Pullmans out. All right. Oh, all right. So here's the box for the Pullmans. I can somehow begin to get it out. Yes, there we go. There are some extra couplers in here, and a bag talking about, care for, or not a bag, a pamphlet talking about care for the cars. If you need it. So this is a very nice car. Obviously, it has to have metal wheels and axles because it's got pickups on the bottom. Those have some decent detail underneath. Nothing too crazy. It's got a little 3 under there. Not sure why it has that. I'm gonna put this on the track. Whoops. There we go. You can look at its beauty while I unbox the last Pullman car. This is my second order, I believe, with Rails of Sheffield. My first was my Rapido dynamometer car, and we all know how that went. I mean, Rails did fine. There's nothing wrong with what Rails did, actually. It was more or less that Rapido just, had some quality issues. I mean, it is what it is, too, because things happen, and sometimes being in the same sort of, I'm in a manufacturing role in my job, and I can completely understand when you have suppliers that give you bad components. It's your fault no matter what. So I'm not going to blame Hornby or blame Rapido for any of the things that they did. Let's get out the third class, car number 65. This is the brake car. I do have to mention that these do have nice sprung buffers, and I really like the oval buffers. These look really, really good. I'm really happy with these two releases. So without further ado, I think I'm gonna turn the layout on just for a minute so we can take a look at them in all their lit upness. And then we'll get them hooked up. Oh yeah, now that is pretty awesome. All right, let's slide the brake fans away and we can take a look at this one. Oh, that's sweet. That is very cool. I think I might have to get my Flying Scotsman out and give this oh, just lost. Oh dear, I must be on the dead spot. So it looks like there is a tiny capacitor. Oh, that's cool. That's very good to know. So there is a tiny capacitor that does keep some of the charge, which is always good to know, because you never want to lose that flick. You don't want those flickering lights, and with the way the pickups were, that's kind of what I was afraid of. So it's good to see that they have not foregone that feature. It's a very good feature, a very important feature to have. So that being said, I'll get some engines going here on the layout in just a second, and we'll get the brake fans behind a train and the Pullmans behind an engine. So I'll be right back. If you'd like to see even more content from DCC Sodor and early access to some content, be sure to check out my Patreon. Link in the description. Pledge today, and you can help this channel to grow even more and to help me get DCC installs out faster to you and more frequent videos and tutorials on how-tos and different things about DCC and just modeling in general. So if you'd like to see more videos like that, be sure to check out my Patreon page.